Everybody relax and calm down. We're live now. Hello, everybody. We are live on another Woods Report. And tonight we are going to talk about prepping. Every time I mention prepping, people always want to know what am I talking about and how do you start, right? So this is going to be a real quick video. I always say that, don't I? Mm-hmm. So what we're going to do is on YouTube, this is my EMT bag. I'm going to show y'all that later. On YouTube, we have a channel that is a playlist. And on the playlist, we're going to do each one of these. I'm going to do a video every week on each one of these topics that I'm going to talk about tonight. Okay. So I'm just going to do a overview, y'all. This is my little prepping board. Mm-hmm. Y'all probably can't see it, but it don't matter. You want to hold it up?
So you have all the categories?
Yeah, so you're going to hold it up. You don't have to put it in front of you. But I have all the categories that I'm going to talk about. So the first one is, I think I'm going to do a video each week on each one of these. So this is just an overview that I'm doing. You don't have to hold it up like that.
They can't see it.
No, you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to hold it up like that. I mean, hold it for you. You don't have to hold it up.
Oh, okay.
You trying to hold it up?
Okay. I'm like, do you want them to see it, or you want me just to hold it like this?
Oh my!
Or is this for you to go through?
Y'all can tell we don't plan this stuff out. We just go live, huh?
This is for you to look through it?
Yeah, just to go through real quick.
You wanted me to keep showing them.
No, each one of those things is gonna be a topic that I'm gonna go break down more detail as on a or the actual video. It's gonna be part of our playlist.
Okay.
On prepping for emergencies. So the first area is food. Obviously, that's food. Making sure you prep for food, right? Mm-hmm. Making sure you have this is what I'm gonna tell y'all.
Food is gonna be a tough one because food, sometimes the way you pack it.
Well, that's my next one. The thing that I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not gonna come at y'all with doomsday. I'm not gonna come at y'all with doomsday prepping. I'm just gonna come at y'all with everyday, normal. This is what you should be prepping for, right? Well, at least just regular people.
I'm thinking items that you normally buy in.
Yeah,
just
so
have a stash of it ready.
Right.
You know,
like normally I would, when I say food, doomsday prepping, we prep for stuff that is everything, like things that we normally.
In fact, you don't want doomsday prepping to be a hurricane is coming, tornadoes coming.
Right.
Now you run into the store to get water.
Right. And so this is everyday normal prepping. Mm-hmm. Whatever you buy, remember 1 is none and 2 is 1. So anything you buy, always, if you can, everybody don't have money to be buying everything. Mm-hmm. Always try to buy more than 1 of everything. Mm-hmm. Okay. Food long term. That is what you was talking about, preparation. Like if I have rice, if I have all these things, how do I store it where it won't get old? You have Mylar bags, you have all type of things that you can use, okay? Safety. That's obvious. Whether you're a person that believes in weapons.
You know what? Some of these items on here is probably a no-brainer, and people probably should have anyway. Whether you even talk about the word prepping or getting people prepared, is safety. You need a safety kit in the house.
Or safety is more along the lines of weapons. Yeah. Or like security. Security.
Does that mean a gun?
Lights. Not if you have it. It's up to you. If you don't, well, however, how you gonna protect yourself? A dog. We talking about getting a dog, so it's not one cut. He
may not even bite anybody or protect us.
This girl.
He'll be a cute little puppy.
No, we not getting a little. We getting a big dog.
I'm just saying he don't seem vicious. Like I'll get you when you come in.
Okay, go ahead and think that. Okay. The way that he gonna be trained, he will if he need. Okay. He gonna be nice and cut like Marco. He gonna be nice. Our old dog. He gonna be nice and cuddly and sweet and protect. But then that neighbor came over and he bit his hand. Okay, then don't be coming up in here like that.
This little bear.
Yeah, thinking y'all sweet. Yeah, exactly. Okay. They not around. Don't come in this yard petting me. That's what I want. But if we around, hey, how you doing?
So you want him to pretend like he's vicious? He look like a little cuddle.
No, pretend like he's cuddly, but he's vicious.
No, I mean.
Yeah,
no, I said pretend. I'm saying pretend like he's vicious because they would never know.
No, he is vicious. He ain't got to pretend.
Oh,
all right, go ahead.
Oh, that's true. That don't make sense. Okay, never mind. I meant, you know what I meant. He looked like a little teddy bear. You would never think he's vicious.
And then water, of course. Okay. You should have 1 gallon per person per day. Mm-hmm. And I always try to make people have. You can make it go over so you can see. 1 gallon per person per day. Mm-hmm. At least 3 days. That's how I feel for every person in your family. Filtration. How long?
You would tell as you're just doing an overview.
I'm doing an overview, Lenore,
because there's a time frame for that.
Each one of these is gonna have their own video.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Filtration. How you gonna gather the water?
So you're doing water, like what the teachers do at the beginning of the class.
The beginning of the class, they tell you this is overview of what the class is gonna be,
teaching you
and then each week I'll go detail into each one. Right. Filtration. If you woke up, and this is not even that far fetched. Our friend of ours who lived in the south suburb, you wake up and the city tell you can't drink the water from the fountain. That's not far fetched, or Flint, or something like that. Ooh. How are you gonna get your water? Because everybody and mama gonna be trying to run to get water. Yes. If you do drink water from the tap, how you gonna filter it? I have a filtration thing. Yeah. So I'm gonna talk about that. Medicine. Number one thing, start off with things.
That's a no-brainer too.
But at least start off with things you actually use now. Mm-hmm. I have stuff that I hope to God never have to use. I have a whole pharmacy. Mm-hmm. But at least start off with things you use.
Like if you have iodine.
If you have a bottle of Advil, that's one bottle of Advil. You need to have two. Mm-hmm. Remember, one is none. Two is one.
Okay.
Entertainment. If your electricity go out, if everything go out, how are you gonna entertain yourself?
That's true.
If you have books,
batteries to listen.
Some people say, "Well, I have books." Do you have books that you've never read that you put just aside, just for emergencies? Mm-hmm. Okay, that make it where you can't see.
I thought when it goes up, when you
okay,
like one of these.
I think whatever. I think you're doing it.
And replies to comments will appear here.
Oh, okay. So that is entertainment, things that you need to have a book that you haven't read, games, puzzles, all kind of things like that. Radio, all of that.
Electricity go out, yeah.
Communication. How are you going to communicate with people?
How would you?
We talked about, we had talked about at one time going back to getting a land phone. Because you do know that when it's an emergency in your area, everybody using their cell phones and the cell towers can't keep up with it.
Wow, so it's good to have a land phone.
If you have a land phone, and now we also have walkie-talkies, and I also have radios. So
I'm glad my dad has one. He got his land phone.
Oh, okay. But he needs to have, we'll talk about it.
He has a cell and a land phone.
Knowledge, maps. I'm working on that now. I'm not good in my knowledge and my maps. Knowledge, I'm good. I have books on, knowledge is like herbs and how do you do remedies, home remedies? How do you survive? I have an army survival book, things like that. But maps I need to work on. How to have local maps and maps from around the country too. Mm-hmm. Hygiene, body care is another one. Mm-hmm. Make sure you have all the things that you have, your soap,
have to go to the
your
store
lotions.
If it runs out.
Or if it's just expensive. Things is getting expensive now.
Prices are changing.
Yep. Cleaning household stuff. So like the things that you clean your house with, don't just buy bottles of bleach because bleach only has 6 months of life supply.
That's what I'm saying.
Get the capsules. Get the little capsules of bleach that last forever.
Okay.
See, stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
That'll be a show. We'll do that.
Okay.
Household items like bed sheets, washcloths, things like that. There's certain sheets that you can get during the summertime that keep you cool.
Okay.
There's certain things you can get in the wintertime that keep you hot. Things like that.
Okay.
Mobility, bikes. I talked about that. Bikes, everybody having a bike. My mom has a scooter. Things like that. How do you get around if you need to be able to get around? Your mobility.
Wow.
Comfort. If it's hot, how you gonna stay cool? If it's cold, how you gonna warm up? So things like that. I got stuff for that. See, you thinking about that. You got to think of stuff like that. Wow. Shelter, fire. That's why we have a fire extinguisher. Make sure you have a smoke detectors. Make sure you have.
They should all be working.
Everything should be working.
Especially if you live in an apartment.
Carbon monoxide detector. All of those things. All of those things. Make sure your house. If your house started to flood, you have a pump. Things like that.
You got a boat.
Do you have a boat? We're going to need a bigger boat. That's from Jaws. Light.
You know what?
Light and vision. Light is like candles.
Oh, yeah.
Flashlights. Try to do more natural lights rather than firelight because that's a fire hazard. If you got a bunch of candles around like y'all doing a seance or
back
something.
In the day.
Well, now you can, if they got lights now, you don't have to have candles. You know what I'm saying? You can have.
I got mine over there that I keep forgetting.
And then vision. I added vision on the board.
What's vision?
Extra pair of glasses. Are you able to see?
Night vision. Break, yeah, I do need at least a good 3-4 pair.
Night vision. Are you able to see at night? You have some. They have things you can put on. You can see at night. Night vision. Clothing. People don't think about this. With prepping, they don't think about clothing. Socks. extra pair of socks, thick socks for wintertime. Shoes.
What do you mean?
If you got to walk, if you got to run, whatever.
I mean, this is stuff that you would have in your closet anyway, though.
But
right?
you don't think about stuff like that with prepping. You don't think about having extra pairs of socks or extra pairs of long john underwear for the wintertime and stuff like that.
I mean, it sounds like should this stuff be like if you got to leave real quick?
That's what I'm saying. Or this should just
stuff be in a bag or
well, that's part of the thing. I'm getting to that one. Waste.
Because what if you got to leave your house real quick?
Well, that's part of what we're gonna talk about. Okay. Waste. How are you gonna use the washroom if the toilets don't flush? If your sanitary system is down.
It's easy for a man, I guess.
No, not number 2.
Yeah. Well, what's his name on Friday?
Oh Lord, Smokey! He's dead now.
I ain't gonna tell nobody.
He's dead now. That comedian.
He is.
Yeah, that guy who did.
When did he die?
I think it was last year.
Oh my goodness.
He recently died.
Smokey!
Or this year.
Smokey,
He either died this year or last year.
I ain't gonna tell nobody.
Yeah, using the washroom. Are you taking a in the side of the house? Don't tell nobody, Smokey. I love him.
Oh, I didn't know he died.
Yeah, he died. But you don't want to be like him on the side of somebody's house.
Why are you trying to poop? Okay.
Pests. People don't think about pests.
What do you mean pests?
If it's a natural disaster going on, think about all the insects, all the bugs, the rats, mice, animals. They all trying to get to something too. Oh. Snakes. All of that. Okay. When it was a flood, you always see snakes and alligators and things like that. Ooh, so you got to think, how do I keep these things out of my house?
Oh, no.
See, people don't think about stuff like that. Pet, how do you take care of your pet? Your pet needs
you
love.
You got to have food for him as well. Prep. So he's part of the family.
You got to prep.
To prep for him.
Exactly. You got to prep for your pet. And then also people don't think about this. They have food. But what happens if it's hot? How he stay cool? Oh. You got stuff for you, but how the pet stay cool? Oh, if it's cold, how does he stay warm?
Like when you saw in Ukraine, people were taking their dogs with them.
They was taking it. And then some people couldn't take their dog because they couldn't take them with them. So things like that. Power. Okay. How do you get power? That's those battery-operated generators and
doing those
gas-operated generators and solar panels and things like that.
People getting a lot of those in their house.
But a lot of people don't realize solar panels, they run on electricity. So if your electricity is out, it's running on a battery. And then how is that battery being...
So it's not natural light coming through?
It is natural light, but in order for that mechanism to get to something else, it needs something else. So how is that battery being charged?
You need something like totally not dependent on something.
Exactly. Or if you do have power, you need alternatives. So I got a battery, but what other power do I use? That's a show on itself. Gardening is a show. We'll do gardening.
We'll talk about to do that.
Don't have to go to the supermarket to get things. If you grow your own cucumbers, grow your own herbs.
How many people I am meeting that are doing
people
this
starting to garden.
They're doing above ground gardens too.
Above ground. I'm not getting on the ground and digging in no dirt. You can do above ground on a raised garden.
One of my coworkers had an apartment on the balcony. She
You
had
have it
some
on the
little
balcony?
thing to hang, and she did some stuff on her balcony.
So it's certain things you can buy, you can grow, that you don't have to go to the grocery store.
Wow.
Now, what you talked about earlier is the get out and the get home bag.
Yeah.
So that's stuff you plan in case of an emergency.
What you watch on TV when the pregnant woman has a suitcase ready by the door.
Yeah. And the husband, they practice it and
go get the suitcase.
And every single show that they do that in, the husband grabs the suitcase and leaves the wife. That's the oldest comedy routine in every video, every show.
I think they didn't check. They probably look at the old shows and let's keep that same
from
topic.
The early on black and white movies. Shows to now.
I always bring up Bill Cosby. It showed a rerun with the older daughter Sandra having twins.
And
Alvin went to the car and left both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they always do that. The wife be outside the car, and he packed all the car with all the stuff, and then he goes to the hospital.
In the house. Okay.
So that's. But hopefully we won't do that with the get home bag.
So get out bag.
I won't be trying to get the get home bag and leave you and Mama standing outside. I got the get home bag and everything in the car ready to go.
So you said that's needed one in the house and one in your car.
You need one in your house and one in your car.
Yeah.
A get home bag and a get out bag.
Okay.
Food. That's prepared.
How is that different than this food?
Now, this food is how to prepare it. If you don't have electricity, your stove don't work, you don't have no gas.
If you got a fireplace.
How you gonna cook it? You got a fireplace. How you gonna cook in the fireplace? You have stuff to cook in the fireplace. Wood and stuff. Some people have a fireplace, but it's not meant to cook in, so they don't have the stuff to cook in it.
Like the big pots we used to hold over there.
That stuff. The log.
So be prepared to use that fireplace in cases of.
In case you got to cook in it.
Got it.
Or a grill.
Or a grill.
You might grill. You used to grilling chicken, but you're not used to like cooking like a whole meal on a grill.
All your meat and all that stuff. Okay.
So and they have ovens that sit on top of these grills
and get hot
and then make it an oven
and prepare your food in it. Okay.
That's a whole show. All these, again, like I told y'all, is going to be a show that I'm going to do each week. And it's going to be part of the playlist on being prepared, emergency preparedness. So make sure y'all go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, turn on the notifications so you know when we upload, and make sure you follow definitely this playlist. And breaking it down. I'm just going through real fast right now. Living backup. What's your backup plan in case your oh, my signal. Hold on. Okay. What's your, we gotta wait till the signal come back up. I wonder what happened. Hold on. Okay, it's back up.
See, what if that happens?
Yeah, I could be doing this
comes
and
back on, everything shuts down, all our lights go down. What will we do? What will be the first thing you do if all your lights go down and electricity shuts down? Well, that's having your plan. Your plan. What's your backup plan? So living backup. What's your number one thing you're going to do? If your house becomes where you can't stay in, who you going to go stay with? If the whole area becomes unstable, the person you was going to go stay with, you can't stay with them, what you going to do? I even went a step further and said, what if it's your whole country? What's your backup plan? Oh, no. To get out the country?
What's your backup plan? It don't mean you necessarily got to do it.
Drive across the Canada lines.
Everybody mama going to be doing that. See? So what's the backup plan?
I don't know.
Which brings me to money. Make sure you have cash on hand. Make sure you have money.
You may not be able to go to ATM.
People was lined up around the corner in Ukraine trying to get money out the bank. And if you think that the bank actually has your money in it, you are living in a fantasy world. We don't want to be like
It's a Wonderful Life. When
everybody's coming in, and I'll just take the lady. I have $5, George. Well, how much do you need, Miss Kelly, to get you through? I'll take $1.50. Thank you, Miss Kelly. Then the other man, I have $10. Okay, Mr. Jones. How much money do you need?
You by
$10. Okay, Mr. Jones. Can we give you a part? I have $10, and that's what I want. $10, and he gave him his $10.
That man did not want to part with it less than that.
If you got $10 in the bank, they may not necessarily give you $10 back. I think it's 30%. I'll find out before I do the show.
Like, think about it,
it's a certain amount they legally have to give you. Yeah. Other than that, they don't have to give you back that money.
Wow.
It's being invested, which leads me to investing, having a backup plan. Not everything, all your eggs in one basket. So when you invest, I still do crypto. I still do stocks. I still do everything.
I had to
because
buy
the world,
Portillo's.
If the world crashes, you're gonna be able to buy Portillo's for $2 more. Whatever. It'll be whatever. It probably won't be $2. But anyway, time, if you have money, never invest money you don't have or money you not
it's
cannot lose.
Money that's not,
because you may be
after
losing.
Bills are paid.
You may lose it, and you don't want to be crawled up in a ball in the corner that you done lost all your money.
Or jumping out of windows like some of
jumping out of windows and stuff like that. It's money that you willing to. It's money you would have went to Red Lobster for. Take that $20 and buy something. Yeah. Write down info. That's what you still need to do.
Yeah.
Write down your
central location with every
passwords, everything.
Husband's password to the account.
Which
your
brings me
to the account.
Living wills, POAs, a power of attorneys, trust, all of that. And this is personal. Because when Mama went into the hospital with COVID and was on the ventilator, and then you got sick and you went, I was by
Bills
myself.
had to be paid.
Bills still had to be paid, and I had no clue.
I said, where you go to pay this?
No clue of
if
her
I was
account.
on the ventilator, Kim would probably like,
no account, no nothing. Didn't have anything, and so you was able to get out, and you called me, and I was able to get information.
I was in a regular room and had my purse with me.
And Mama, we was able to get somebody to go get her purse, and we was able to. So we can't have all of that.
So all that if all of that was written down,
I didn't have her life. I knew her life insurance agent. But I didn't know the number and yours. I still don't know your life insurance. See, so we got to get all that taken care of.
You need a spreadsheet.
We need a spreadsheet with all of that stuff.
Okay.
And make sure you have all of the things, power of attorneys and living wills.
Didn't know I had put money under the mattress.
Yeah, we don't do that no more. But yeah, she did.
I had put some money temporarily because I didn't get to the bank.
Yep.
What if I would have died?
Yeah.
God forbid, I can't talk anymore.
Right.
She would never know that.
So
money
we don't do that
mattress.
more. And when we get to the money part, when I say have cash on hand, I don't necessarily mean sitting in your house looking for everybody to come in your house and get it. It means you can get to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
People bury cash. People have things buried in a tree or in a park and blah blah blah.
See them
you don't know.
I think Bridgerton, she had her money in a piece of wood from the floor.
You never know.
She lifted up.
Yeah,
that's what.
Well, that's color purple.
Mr.
had all his money and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. But you don't know. Ours ain't in no wood. Ours ain't in no under mattress. Ours ain't here. So don't nobody come in here because we going back to the number 3, safety. We packing and you won't get out alive if you decide you want to come in here.
And that rough dog we gonna buy.
And that
dog
gonna tear you apart. Like what you doing coming up in here? Income, skill level. Make sure you have several forms of income, streams of income. What if you lose your job? What if something happens? You need to be doing something else to make sure. I don't care if you make pies. I don't care if you cook on the side. Whatever it is, sew something. Do something on it. Whatever you do.
Sidekick.
Have something on the side. Even Poshmark. I got you doing Poshmark.
Poshmark.
And with people buying her clothes.
I used the money that I received from that to buy something else for myself. So
I got her doing Poshmark. Lenore was taking all her stuff.
Or I think Facebook has what's that?
Marketplace. The marketplace. Sell your stuff on the marketplace.
Find ways to bring money in.
And then skill level. Build up your skill levels. Like I keep telling her, we need to learn how to do certain things like to change the tires and do things in the car.
I know how to change the tire. I haven't done it in a while.
Right, but you got to keep it up. And also help.
Well, I don't want to keep it up.
No, keep learning how to do it.
You know what? It's one of those things.
You got to keep it going.
You don't really forget because for me, changing, I would love to know how to change oil.
Anything, any skill. Make sure you know. I want to learn how to fish. That's a skill I want to learn.
Well, if I bring the fish,
I'll be scared
to touch it.
We all need to learn how to swim. That's something we don't know how to do, and we need to learn.
I did go and practice.
We're gonna learn how to swim, y'all.
I got afraid because I.
And we also go our bucket list. One is swimming and also learning Spanish. We said we're gonna learn Spanish.
Wow.
So
it's always good to know more
your
than
skill
one
level.
language.
Skill level can be anything. That's a whole show. We're gonna talk about that.
I need to hurry and do that because I'm getting older now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And also skill on even health, like defibrillators and how to do Heimlich maneuver and
she added more
CPR.
She added more information I got to learn. Today I walked from my room in the living room and I couldn't remember where I came in for.
Oh, I always do that.
I felt so bad. So I had to backtrack myself and sit down and go, okay, what was I doing that made me go to the living room? And I picked up my laptop. Yeah. And that's when I said, oh, I need my charger.
Yeah, see? Yep. That's what I'm saying.
No.
But you got to keep your skill. If you keep your skill level up, you keep your brain moving.
Okay.
Some people do crossword puzzles and stuff.
That's true. That's true.
And then trade is another show that we're going to do. Trade. What is trade? People do that now. Old lady in her garden. Oh, I got 10 tomatoes. I can eat 10 tomatoes. And then the other person, well, I grow hazel or whatever. I grow cabbage.
Bartering, is that what that
bartering.
Is? That's what a nurse had told
bartering
me. Bartering
or trading. What she said?
She said because she grows her own top garden in the back of her yard too to get fresh vegetables and stuff. But she said a lot of people in the communities, if you know, and there's a community board or whatever that you are associated with, a group, and other people are doing, let's say
those
somebody
markets,
doing tomato, or even those markets that you go to. people may trade off. They're growing potatoes.
Exactly.
You're growing tomatoes.
Exactly. I don't need 100 tomatoes, and you don't need 1,000 potatoes.
John Doe is growing, peaches, or he has a peach tree or something.
So start learning the people in the community to trade with and do things with, because even if something in the system breaks down, you still gonna want to have things to trade. People gonna trade things. Somebody may say, "Well, this is important to me," and then somebody else say, "Well, this is not important to me." We can trade. And then last but not least, I have tools. Make sure you go back to the old fashioned.
Anyway.
Go back to the old fashioned tools: axes, hammers, saws,
screwdrivers, all sizes of screwdrivers.
Have old school that don't use any electricity, any batteries, but then still have your regular battery ones too. But go back, have some old school stuff too. Old screwdriver, old hammer, old handy. Yeah.
But you know what? Even with when you were saying like having a gas can, what category would that fit?
Mobility, gas.
Gas. You know how we used to have the gas cans in the garage,
and there's gas stabilizers that you can put in there that make the gas last for a year. But imagine if people had that now. Some people have a house where they have a propane tank and a tank for gas.
I know.
They ain't even thinking about y'all paying $5 for gas. But this is an EMT bag, y'all. I'm not going to go through it. This is in a show by itself. I just got this EMT bag, and it's for emergency preparedness.
You got the bag by itself, or did it have stuff in it?
It has stuff in it.
Oh.
And I haven't gone through it yet. I'm going to do this as a show. I think this is a show.
Okay.
To go through the bag and talk about what's in it.
Should be in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
To talk about what's in the bag.
It's big, bright, and orange, boy.
It's big, bright orange, and it has... I'm not going to show y'all everything, but look at that.
In there that needs to be in there.
Look at that. I'm
so if you get that bag would have those items.
This is something you can just buy.
Amazon? You bought it?
Yeah, Amazon. Okay. Everything I get is really on Amazon. There's some things I get that's
from the store directly.
From the store and stuff, but I mean they got everything. So here's the ice pack. This is the ice packs I got in there, a bunch of them, in case it get hot and electricity go out. Bust up you. Twist this sucker and it's cold. You put that on your neck or on your head or something. If you hot, because I can't sleep. That would have been nice
that the seniors that in Chicago had that because their heat.
Oh,
they said it was inside their apartment was so hot.
And we can't do that, y'all.
And two of them passed away. Died.
A lot of seniors died in Houston when it was cold. So and check on your seniors and stuff too. That might be part of when I go over information is maps. I think I'll talk about that in maps and knowledge. Know who the seniors are in your neighborhood and who you need to help and people who got babies.
We need to get back to the basics of knowing our neighborhood, knowing who's in our
babies
in our community, who lives next door to us at least, because people are so afraid now.
I know, but that's pretty much it. That was an overview. Let me hold it up again. That was an overview of what the shows are going to be. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. Make sure that you look at this, check out this playlist, because I'm going to be going through each one of these. Each one of these is a show by itself. I didn't even count how many this is. How many shows is this? This will keep me going for 2 years.
You may have to combine.
How many weeks is that? 1, 2, how count it quickly?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 29.
So 29.
Maybe you can combine some of them.
This would be like me doing 29 weeks.
Because some of them do kind of overlap. Like the food, you could probably do current food, and like you were saying.
But then you don't want the show to be long. Each one of these literally is a show.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Each one of these is literally a show. So I may do more than one a week then. Because this is 29 weeks. Ain't nobody got time for that like that lady. I got up and got me a cold pop.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
My mother loved that one. Mom, remember that lady?
There's 55.
I got up, got me a cold pop. The drink.
What happened to her? She wrote that file for a little bit. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I looked up, I said, Lord, there's a fine.
She should have trademarked that and just kept it moving.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Keep it moving. She would have been still rich today.
I love it. But this is our, I'm going to do a, maybe I do. I don't know. I'm trying to think, do I want to do a thumbnail? You know how people hold up and they can do a thumbnail?
But you can't see it. You want me to do screen?
No. I'm going to do it myself. Don't touch it. I got it. I could do it when it's after we film. Okay, hold it up. Just in case I use it. I doubt it. I think I'm going to use it.
Were you trying to take a photo?
No.
The video went dead again.
Okay. No, it's not. Okay.
No, it went. It had a moment.
All right, here we go, y'all. So look at the camera, Lenora. No, look at the camera. Look up.
What do you mean look at the camera?
That little light that's on.
I'm looking at the camera.
I can't stand her. Maybe take your glasses off. I hate when you... Yeah, okay. Look up at the camera. I ain't say do all that. Just...
When you say look at the camera, you're going to smile. Why would I look at the camera and go...
You know, we should look mean, too, because this is about emergency preparedness. Yeah, like... You cover your mouth. Go down. There you go. Okay. We stupid. Okay. All right, y'all. So that was it. That was the emergency. That's what people do, though. When they say, okay, I got to do a thumbnail, they be like, take a picture. Okay. All right. Because when you posted it, I can use that as the picture.
Oh, okay.
All right, y'all. So that was our thing. This all new to us. I've been on YouTube, but I haven't been posting. Mm-hmm. So this is new for me.
Okay.
Posting. It'll get better and better, y'all. We'll do better. We'll have better quality and all that other stuff. Right now, I'm not doing all of that. I'm just doing basic, getting on here, talking, and telling y'all what I think. Amazon, I can't read it. You have to read it. Amazon EMT, emergency medical treatment. Yep, EMT. That's where you get it from.
Whether you prepping or not, you definitely need that.
That's something that should be in your car.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes.
In case you need it. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. So each week, I'm going to go through each one of these things. They all deserve their own show. Mm-hmm. That's how detailed each one of these things are.
You say so.
So that's why I said this
combine one of them.
This is prepping 101, and some things we're gonna be learning together, y'all. Something I don't know.
Well,
I'm
like
not
the
a
pet one. You can.
I'm not a master prepper. So what did Mona say? Y'all crazy? She funny.
Girl, I know.
You're
not gonna be a whole show for the dog.
Yeah.
What you gonna say about
you need
a pet?
All
you need to say is you need a pet.
No.
That's it. Next.
Oh, you talking? Show because people like you.
Because if you got a dog, it's like having a child. You got to have food for him when you got to go, or food stored for him in case things happen.
Let's see when he come back on. Maybe it's our Wi-Fi. Maybe it's our Wi-Fi.
You think?
It went on? Yeah, it always goes off.
It's still doing it.
It's off. Let me see what this is. Where's my Wi-Fi? It's back on now. But where's the Wi-Fi?
We got a cheesy
Wi-Fi. Where's it at?
Sometimes it goes in and out.
Where's it at so I can see which one it is?
Yours is...
It's right here. Hold on. This?
Oh.
What is this? It's right here, right?
No.
I got it.
Is it that antenna looking thing?
This don't make no kind of sense. Hold on, Lenora.
No, it's not that.
I'm doing it with this. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I want to know why this thing keep going out. That's security. Where is it at? Whatever, y'all. We'll find it. Oh, here it is. Woods Family.
Save that little antenna.
Woods Family. So I should probably do it under, what's you call it?
Xfinity or something?
Yeah, Xfinity. Because this...
Because when I go on Zoom calls...
This Comcast is horrible.
I don't do... It goes in and out.
Woods Family, AT&T.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. AT&T, you suck.
Well...
For internet.
Well, yeah, because I have to go on another...
You got to go probably Xfinity,
when I do Zoom calls, because when I'm doing a
Zoom... Do you do Xfinity or
well,
AT&T?
I've learned if I do Xfinity, I don't have any interruptions, because it'll say your internet is weak or something, or it's unstable.
For Woods Family? Mm-hmm. See, this is AT&T.
And I'll talk and I'll freeze.
Yeah.
Can you say that again, Lenore? We missed everything. I'm like, what?
When we sign on again, I'm doing Xfinity.
Don't you hate that in virtual world?
I'm not doing this AT&T. What Mona say? Knowledge is power. That's absolutely correct.
I think a lot of people hate virtual because of that. You're freezing. You're in the middle of a comment that you're making.
Yeah, but anyway, next time we do the next show, y'all, I'm doing Xfinity. Remind me to change that so that it's not doing AT&T. But week,
if you feel each week is that
each
all
week.
Those topics.
Oh, I was saying about how you were saying the dog ain't worth it. He's worth his a pet.
A
right here.
A pet is worth the whole time.
A pet is worth the whole time.
To talk about prepping.
Yes.
For a dog.
Yeah. Or a cat.
Or a cat.
Or a bird.
Or whatever.
Or whatever you got.
Like what?
Or
what
fish.
Monique her bird died, didn't he?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Monique on the Housewives of Potomac.
Oh, okay.
Her bird died.
Oh,
remember? She loved that bird.
Okay. Anyway, she got a bird.
Well, I'm saying,
she had a bird.
But think about it. If they got to leave their house,
that's true.
They got to take that bird.
You got to
make sure you got his food and
everything. He probably gonna fly away.
You know.
As soon as that bird gets
to fly away, depending on the weather. If it's
so whatever it is, but that deserves its own show. That's what I'm saying. It's not just food. Animals. See, people think you just buy food and that's prepping for them, but it's not. It's everything. What if they can't go outside?
I think about those people in Ukraine, and I'm like, they barely got food themselves, but they taking their pets with them.
Exactly. Well, what if you can't take your pet? See,
it's hard to leave your pet if you've had that pet for years.
See, it's a lot of stuff.
You would take that pet like your child.
But what if you can't?
No, there's no can't. They were taking their animals with no food.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Hoping that somebody give them food for their dog,
or the people they're sharing it with, or the people
dog.
that's still right now in basements right now in Ukraine.
I know.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't have no dog barking and stuff. And you trying to hide from the Russians and all that?
I know.
I'm telling you,
a baby and you trying to hide.
Yeah, it's like having a baby.
But you're not gonna leave your baby. That baby just, Lord Jesus, keep them quiet.
You know what? That's how Walking Dead when they would have a baby.
Yes,
they would try to keep that baby.
And
dead.
the zombies will hear the noise.
They try to keep the baby quiet
because once the zombies hear the noise, they come in and get them.
I put a joke up. Oh no, I didn't put it up. I'm gonna put it up today. In case of a zombie attack, go to Sam's Club.
Why?
Because they have food, they have water, they have all the things you need, and the zombies can't come in because they don't have a membership. I'll post that. That was a joke.
They can't come in because they don't have a membership. One lady said, "Where's your card? Where's your card?" Right.
I
said, I don't need my card.
But they can't come in because they don't have a membership. But they have everything you need. They said they have everything you need.
They do. They have food. They have.
Let me see. I can't read.
They have the toiletry items, healthcare items.
Then you leave it. Yes, it is sad. Yeah, the animal.
Yeah, that's true.
But yes, they have everything you need.
Because they don't have a membership.
And
that's Costco too.
And the zombies can't come in because they don't have a membership.
That's Costco.
I was gonna post it. I might post it.
That's cute.
All right. So in reference for today's video, I'll post that because that's being emergency preparedness.
Yes. Everybody gonna be in Sam's Club.
Actually, that would be on our Instagram. Remember you were saying we're gonna have an Instagram page and we're gonna have a TikTok page, and it's spinoffs from this show. So you were saying what would Instagram be? It would be me posting something like that.
Oh, okay.
That picture, we talking about emergency preparedness, so I post that joke about the zombies.
And how you can be prepared.
Right.
All going to Sam's
And then our TikTok could be something we can do. We still trying to figure out what we want to do for TikTok.
Okay.
Figure out what we want to do. We could do those food things on TikTok if you want to do those, but we'll see. I don't know. Whatever.
You got me with that.
All right, y'all. So it's all coming together. You guys are in the beginning of it. Beginning
stages. 101.
Beginning stages of the Woods Report.
And if you guys got some prepping ideas, suggestions that we may miss,
and if you know how to prep, definitely inbox me.
Send it our way.
I might even have you join the show so you can give
it's good to share what other people have.
Yes.
Like, ooh, we didn't know that.
Yep. So,
okay.
All right, y'all. So that was it. Did you have anything else? All right, guys. So that was another Woods Report. See you later.